Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us.
Hello and welcome to Sunday's edition of Morning Tailgate, brought to you by Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. Tonight, I'm Big B. I guess it's not nighttime; it's early morning or late morning. I'm not sure where Tim's at. He's over in Italy. So, Tim, how you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's early evening, but yeah, not bad.
Yeah. And then next to me is my backstop, my center, the guy behind the scenes, Crispy Bacon. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here, and football's
All
just around the
right. And of
corner.
course, we are not here with mess around. He's taking some family time, some friend time, taking a vacation. So hopefully he'll be back next week. So I hope you guys all are safe out that way. So um, before we get started, remember you can email Morning Tailgate at c2cmorningtailgate at gmail.com if you got any questions. And with that being said, guys, we're a week and a half away from opening day morning or football
Yep.
Thursday night. So Tim, preseason's done with. I know there's a couple games today, but what do you think about your Colts right now?
Um, I kind of like it. I saw a couple last night, a couple of players last night. That's gonna shock and surprise a lot of people. It was nice only seeing Brady for a series. That was fun. Other than that, I think we're headed in the right direction. It's going to be fun to see if we can get out of that slump of losing week one. We got the Texans on September 11th, but we need to get over that slump. We are week one.
All right, yeah, no, that week one sets the mojo for the rest of the year most likely. Chris, your Cowboys.
Yeah.
How anything jumped out at you with them guys?
Uh, we need to protect Dak really badly. um, we still don't have like a tackle on the left side, so we're trying to find somebody. Cowboys been trying to find one. I think they're trying to reach out to Wentworth, who's retired. He was on the Rams last year during their Super Bowl run. Uh, but hopefully we find somebody soon.
Yeah, for the Vikings, they don't have a backup quarterback. They went out and traded for Nick Mullins. Um, we'll see how he does. I don't think he got in last night. I was busy working. Um, but the Vikings right now don't seem they can tackle anybody. I saw a lot of people go through the piles and just kept running. So not a, so far, preseason didn't see any starters. I don't think played on the offensive side for the Vikes this preseason. So week one, we open up at home against the Packers. Should be a pretty brutal game. So before we get into our fun stuff tonight, um, Chris, where do you think Jimmy G is going to end up? Sounds like the Niners are ready to release him because they're not getting any offers. So where could Jimmy G end up?
Oh, that is a good question. Um, Maybe Pittsburgh. I think they released Rudolph over the
Ooh.
past couple weeks. Uh, you're saying that the Vikings don't have a backup. He could be a backup there. I'm thinking Pittsburgh.
Okay. Tim, where do you think Jimmy G could end up?
I don't know. Right now, Seattle would be a good spot. You've got Geno Smith and you've got Drew Lock. So at this point,
Ooh.
you could stick him in, give him 2 weeks in the playbook. By week three, he could start. Um, I don't know. You either got 2 1s, you've got nothing. That would be a good fit for him.
Yeah, if he does get released, Seattle, I think would be the logical choice. I mean, I think he definitely could beat out both of those guys. Chris, you kind of stole my take. Even though if Jimmy G wants to be a backup, definitely come to Minnesota, help Mung, be a solid backup. There's a lot of Houston. Could probably use a Jimmy G. Cleveland. I think teams are just waiting for him to get released before they make a move and see what it's going to cost them. So, uh, let's see. What else do we got? Anybody else got something? I'm just looking up some things right now.
Who do you think Pittsburgh's going to start at quarterback? Because they're kind of making.
Oh, there you go, Tim. Who do you think Pittsburgh should start at quarterback?
I think Pittsburgh's starting Trubisky. I think Pickett's still too young. I think he's a little more under his belt, but not saying that Pickett won't start eventually, but that could be later this year. But I think it's Trubisky right now.
Yeah, I would agree with Tim. I think Trubisky, but it would not shock me if they we're rebuilding. Let's build around the hometown kid. Let's give him the keys, see what he can do.
I mean, it wouldn't be Pittsburgh's first time starting a rookie quarterback. They did that with Big Ben.
Yeah. Pittsburgh's got that old school mentality where you ride the pine for a while, but a new age of football, and a lot of teams give it to the young guys. So I say, hey, let the kids start. But I'm with Tim. I think if it was me, I would start Trubisky at least, see what he could do. So a couple jobs that were quarterbacks that were named. I guarantee nobody was shocked, but everybody seemed to be shocked when Carolina announced Baker as the starting quarterback.
No.
Chris, were you shocked?
No. I mean, week 1 you got the Browns.
Yeah.
Even if
Tim, were you shocked that he was named starter?
Not even remotely close to shock, especially with now that Darnold's out, 4-6?
Yeah. Yeah, it did shock me, but everybody posted like it was breaking news, and I was definitely not shocked. So, and then Geno Smith was named starting quarterback for Seattle.
I saw nothing from him.
Yeah, they could have went either way. I'm not shocked. Tim, were you shocked at all?
No, that's a yeah. Not even remotely close to.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have been shocked if they would have went Locke or Geno Smith.
Geno Smith looked better though.
Yeah. Winston got a few snaps in the Saints game, looked pretty good. So a lot of experts are on the Saints bandwagon this year. I don't know why. If Winston plays good, I can see why. But Tim, what do you think from the Saints with Winston behind the helm? No, I think Tim might have frozen on us. Oh. So, Chris, what do you think about the Saints starting Winston and what he could do?
He played really good. Before he got injured, he looked good. Now I don't know how he's going to be when he returns, but everybody's thinking that he's going to be the same old Winston, and probably help this team out.
Yeah, 30 for 30 guys, not a good thing to have at a quarterback. But Tim, what do you think? Could Winston be the guy there in New Orleans?
Yeah, I think he's going to quarterback. Yeah, I think he's the guy. I don't see anything right now where he's not the guy.
Yeah, exactly. And I know they like Hill, but I think he's more of that slash hybrid, let's play him anywhere type of quarterback. I don't think he could be a day-to-day or a week-to-week quarterback. Plus, they got Andy Dalton there, who's a serviceable backup. I think he could definitely be good there. Chrissy Wilson chimes in, not shocked over Geno being named the starting quarterback. Yep. I don't think nothing really shocked me in any of the people named starting quarterback. Tim, are you still on your week 7 prediction that Niners will have a new starting quarterback?
I just don't trust Trey Lance. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what it is about him, but I don't feel comfortable with him.
He's above
So
500
he's week
quarterback.
7.
Purdy
Yeah.
time, huh?
Yeah. Purdy time, I'm guessing at this point.
All right. Chris, what about you?
I think you're gonna ride him for a little bit. What I'm curious about is who's the Jets gonna start, because they're not locked in right now.
Yeah. No, I honestly anything could shock me with some of these young backups, especially you draft a guy that early. Well, actually, Purdy was kind of late, but
He was Mr.
it doesn't
Irrelevant.
seem like San Fran's really set on any guy there. So
Purdy was the last pick.
yeah. Oh, that's right. He was Mr. Irrelevant. That's right. That is right. And I think Tim came out in one of our preseason shows and named him the starting quarterback by week 7. Just throw it out there. But before we get moving on, I don't know if we did this. I've been thinking about it, but what rookie do you guys see stepping up right away? Tim, who do you think you can see stepping up and being a big impact right away?
I think Kyer Elam, I believe it's Kyer Elam for the Buffalo Bills corner, and maybe Chris Olave, the wide receiver for New Orleans. I think those two are going to be – they're going to step into a huge roles. I think they're going to be big stars.
Nice. Chris, how about you? Who do you think you're going to see step in as a rookie?
I would kind of agree with those two, but I mean, he's not a rookie as far as like football concerned, but he's a rookie for as NFL standards goes. Probably Turpin for Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, this is technically it's like his rookie year in the NFL, but he's showing that he's
Yep.
good.
The kid from
he was from the USFL.
UFL. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
But yeah.
For me, man, it's tough. I hate to go with the homer pick with the corner that the Minnesota Vikings and Luke Kane. I think he's definitely going to step up in this defense. Man, it's tough. Walker, the linebacker from Green Bay, could be a big impact. I think if Pickett can get the starting job early, I think he's definitely going to be a key one to watch. Hutchinson in Detroit, I think, is going to be a key factor down there. Being a hometown kid, drafted number 2, so I think he's going to be somebody to definitely watch out for. So, all right, guys. Last week we talked about it. We're going to have a celebrity fantasy football draft. The rules were mainly, kind of something Tim pointed out, what the rules were or guidelines. We are going to have celebrities that do not have I should say do not have a football career, but are not known for having a football career, because Tim brought up a guy that I was going to pick, and honestly, I didn't realize he played football. So let's start on the defensive side, since we kind of all are just kind of piecing a defense together. So I will start first. My defense is going to consist of some big-time wrestlers. I want some meat up front. I am going with the Roman Reigns bloodline / family. So I want The Rock. I want Yokozuna. I want Roman Reigns himself. My corners are going to be the Uso twins. I definitely want them back there. I want Goldberg as my linebacker. I want Adam Sandler as the water boy being my linebacker. And after that, my safeties, I don't care who my safeties are because I don't think anybody's going to run on this team. So, Tim, give us your defense. I know you're a big defensive mind.
All right. All right. At one of my defensive ends, I'm going to take Chris Hemsworth, 6'7", 270, 280 pounds, speed.
Nice.
At my nose, because I'm going to run a 3-4. I'm going to run Brock Lesnar at the nose.
Ooh.
There you go.
At the other defensive end, I'm going to take, Chris Pratt. Again, 6'7", 265 pounds. At my middle linebacker, I'm going to take a guy who played linebacker on the replacements, John Favreau. Who else? Boy, I didn't think of half of this stuff. Linebacker. I'll take at free safety. I'll take Chris Evans.
Ooh.
I didn't even think half of this through.
That's cool. Just piece them together.
I have no clue.
All right. So, Chris, how about your side of the ball there, defensive side? You know, all that money, all that Dallas Cowboy money to spend. Who would you take?
Let's see. You could probably put Mark Henry in defense.
All right.
I like the idea of Strowman.
Okay.
Trying to think. I don't know.
Okay, no, that's a couple good picks. I mean, you know, kind of just throw it out there. I did an offensive line, Tim. You said you got an offensive line. So who would your offensive line be?
I'm taking the offensive line from the replacements. They're just all piano movers. They're all just big men. You have to take big men, and you don't have double team because they're just massive in the middle.
Yep. I know. Old school philosophy. You got to win. You got to win the battle of the line. So you definitely need that beef up there. Chris, how about you? You got a quick offensive line you take? 5 guys.
I'm blanking on the movie, but one that Adam Sandler was in.
The Longest Yard?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some beef up there. Of course, they had all 5-star inmates, I guess. So, for me, we're talking beef. I gotta go all wrestlers on this side.
Uh-oh.
I got Brock Lesnar anchoring in the center there. I got Otis and Tucker doing the guards. I got Angelo Dawkins as one of my tackles. And I'm going to go with Louis Lasky, Ethan Supley from Remember the Titans as my other guard there because he was a beefy boy back before he lost all that weight. So, all right, let's get on the offensive side of the ball where the points are made. Chris, who's your quarterback?
Adam Sandler.
Okay, you think of one. Tim?
All right, I've come up to 2 people. I've come up to 2, and I'm not sure how I want to do this. Do I want the guy who's back in the NFL? Do I want to go with the guy who played quarterback on the screen? Do I go Johnny Utah, or do I go Matthew McConaughey? I think I go Keanu Reeves. I think I go Keanu Reeves when he played Johnny Utah for break.
All right. Yeah, I was tossed between 2 myself. Man, I'm still torn, but I'm going to go with Jamie Foxx as Willie Beeman. I thought he played excellent. My backup, if I had to take a backup, would be Sunshine, Ronnie Bass, Kip Pardue from Remember the Titans. Chris, who's your quarterback?
Adam Sandler.
Oh, okay, Adam Sandler. Okay, I'm kind of surprised neither Chris or I or Tim picked the Rock in the game plan, but I picked Rock
Oh,
for defense. So
yeah, but he played football.
yeah, but we said that he played football, but it was didn't have it. We didn't know him for their football career.
Okay.
All right, Tim, how about you start with the running backs? Who you got?
I've got Nelly from The Longest Yard,
All right, who you got? Two or just one?
and I've got one more. I've
All
got
right,
one more. I've got LL Cool J. I've got LL Cool J from Any Given Sunday.
all right. Chris, how about you? You got two running backs?
Sure, I'll go with Chris Rock
Okay.
and John Cena.
All right. Uh, I'm going to go with the short guy. I'm going to go with Kevin Hart, because I think he could kind of sneak in some holes. Tim, you took my Nelly. I thought for sure I'd get him through. I will have to. Uh, uh, I'll take Petey from Remember the Titans. I can't think of the actor's name right now. Um, at wide receiver, Tim, who do you got at wideout? I got two. I don't care. You got name three or two, whatever you want.
Oh man, I've got Tweeter from I got Tweeter from Varsity Blues, played by Con,
Oh, yep,
James Con kid Scott,
yep.
and then I've got Feather Hands when they named him Stone Hands in Necessary Roughness.
Oh yes, yes. That's a good one. Chris, who you got at receiver?
Let's see.
Who's Adam Stanley throwing the ball to?
We'll go. We'll go one Angelo Dawkins
Okay.
and the second one be Eminem.
All right. For me, I got just because I think the guy could have been a great athlete in any sport. I'm going Ken Griffey Jr. in his prime. I thought for sure he would been a heck of a receiver. And I'm going Montez Ford. That guy could just jump and jump and jump. I mean, that guy could go up for some balls there. Tight end, I'll start. Tim took him at fullback or running back. I'm taking him at tight end. I'm going LL Cool J. I'm going to go him. I did have Keith Lee there, but I thought maybe LL Cool J could have fit. Tim, who's that tight end?
I think he would have been the guy I'm thinking of would have been a great NFL player if he didn't go to the NBA. I have LeBron James. LeBron James
Right.
was a tight end in high school and could have went and played college ball playing tight end. I LeBron.
That would have been you. You are right there. That would have been something to see. Chris, how about you? Who's that tight end there for you?
Tight end would probably be Baron Corbin.
Okay. All right. So that's our little fun list. We did it on deck. We did a celebrity fantasy draft there, but who do you guys got coaching? Tim, who do you got coaching your team?
I have Gene Hackman. I have Gene Hackman from The Replacement. I
All
think
right, no, he was good at that
I
one.
think he was amazing.
Chris, who do you got coaching your team?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, he did a good. Wasn't he at Marshalls as a coach?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going just because of a line he used in Remember the Titans. You don't get blood on my uniform, but there'll be a lot of blood on this team's uniform. But I'm going Denzel Washington. So
There you go.
that's who my coach is. So,
Not bad.
Do you guys-
fans watching,
do you
if
guys
you got a
have
list
anybody-
of celebrity football, you'll send it to our email, c2c morningtailgate.com. We'll definitely read it. Speaking of movies and Remember the Titans, I was looking up, some players for my team, and I thought Coach Ed Henry was Billy Switzer. I always thought that. I've watched that movie many times. I thought that was Billy Switzer, and it's not. Did anybody else think that, or was it just me? Chris?
I didn't
Yeah.
think it, but
Oh, okay. I always thought it was Billy Switzer. I didn't think it was. I thought it was him. And also, Steve Martin was in the movie as a heckler. Now I have to go back and watch where he was in, because I don't recall him being in there.
Did
At
you
least
did you
that's
hear about?
credit.
I think he's not in there that long.
No, he's heckling
not in
somebody.
long.
So I'm gonna have to watch some of the closely to some of the games and find out where he's at. But yeah, he's listed as in the movie. So while we don't, regular season hasn't started yet. Tim, why don't you give us your top couple football movies? While we got some time here, let's talk a little football movies. So,
How many you want?
we can go top 5 if you want.
I can go top 5.
Yeah.
I think my 5th one is The Program.
Oh, I love that movie. Yes.
Top 5 is The Program. The 4th one is North Dallas 40.
Okay.
I've heard that was a good one. Yeah.
Sounds like a different genre of movie, but okay.
The 3rd one is the long yard, the Burt Reynolds longest yard.
Yep.
The second and the first one has definitely got to be Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, how about you? What's your top 5?
We'll go number 1 because I can't remember if it was the actor or the coach. I can't remember, but Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
We'll go Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Next, we'll go Rudy.
Okay.
Draft Day. And We Are Marshall.
All right. Honorable mention for me, I'm gonna Little Giants. I mean, they're there, but for me, number 5, Draft Day. I just love watching, and I really hope that the draft rooms are like that, because I think it would just be way better.
Yeah.
But that movie was just great. Number 4, Varsity Blues. I thought that was a pretty good movie. And then my top 3, I could really go in any order. Rudy, Remember the Titans, and The Replacements. I think are all 3 great movies. I definitely could go any way on those. So, all right, Messerell's not here, so we'll get his predictions next week. So, Chris,
Yeah.
give me one quarterback, or give me the MVP. Who you think is going to be? If it's a quarterback, I want a different position. So, if you think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, then throw out another guy too. So, who do you think the MVP is going to be?
I'll go because it would probably most likely be a quarterback. I'll go Brady, and then I'll go. Uh, we'll go Kittle. I don't know. I just threw out a name.
All right, Tim. Who do you think the MVP is going to be?
I had a quarterback too, but I've got
No,
somebody
throw it out
else.
there.
My quarterback
It's
would have
most
been.
likely going to be a quarterback. I mean, we all know that.
I got Josh Allen,
Ooh,
and my non-quarterback would have been Derrick Henry.
I like it. Jeez. I mean, yeah, it's most likely going to be a quarterback. I like the Allen pick. Um, I'll definitely. I think if it's not him, and if Stafford could do what he did last year, I think it's going to be him again. Or him. I think Matthew in the Rams. If it's not a quarterback, man, Henry's a good pick too. But I think Cup got robbed last year, so I think Cup is going to put up a battle and do better. So I'll go Cup. I just think he's going to do good. I know it's kind of a touchy one, but Coach of the Year, Tim, who do you think Coach of the Year could be?
I think Matt LaFleur
Ooh, nice.
for
Chris?
Green Bay.
Hmm. We'll go Mike Tomlin.
Oh, you're going a long shot there. I think that's a. If Tomlin is the top three, I think that's great for him because I think they're in a rebuild year.
I mean, he hasn't had losing seasons, so
No, he doesn't. But this is his first year without Ben Roethlisberger too. So,
yeah. But they've had spurts of that throughout the years,
um,
so I think they've had training with that.
God, Coach of the Year for me. I like the LaFleur pick. I think that's going to be good. Um, I got to go with the Vikings because I hate to believe what the media say, but God, I don't want to go Minnesota. No, I can't go Minnesota. Yeah, I'll go LaFleur. I think he's definitely going to. Packers, it's their division. I just, if they get into the playoffs without a Devontae Adams, I think, yeah, he's going to be Coach of the Year. Um, do we? Yeah, let's go defensive player. Who's going to be defensive player of the year? Chris?
Until proven otherwise, Aaron Darnold.
Okay, that's a good one. Tim?
I think T.J. Watt.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
I think he's going to be the huge anchor.
that's a good one.
that is a good one. That's who I was going to pick. Is T.J. Watt. I think unless Diggs can have another outstanding year like he did last year, having almost a pick in every game. If he could do it 2 years in a row, then I could see Diggs. But I gotta go T.J. Watt. I think he's gonna. I think he's definitely gonna step it up. So just looking at some news here. Want to send our condolences to the Miami Dolphins organization. I'm trying to find the name of him. I'm sorry. But they lost their BP, I think it was, at the age of 42. I could be wrong. There it is. Dolphins senior vice president Jenkins dies at 47. So I want to send all our condolences to them. Man, I tell you, if the NFL is going to pay respects to everybody, man, that week one is going to be huge viewing.
Huge.
Uh, so, guys, I don't have anything more. Chris, you got anything you want to throw out there?
Okay, I got one. Who do you think is going to score the first touchdown on the Thursday kickoff coming up?
Oh, okay. Who's going to score first? The game is. Let me pull it up here. Week 1.
Buffalo and Rams.
Bills or Rams? Okay, Tim. Who do you think is going to get the first score?
Well, I like your MVP for this one. I think it's going to be Cup.
All right.
It's going to be the Rams, and I think it's going to be Cup.
All right.
I'm thinking
Chris?
Cup. Yeah, I'm thinking Cooper Cup.
I'll be the oddball, even though I think Cup's going to be the MVP. I'm going to go. I think the Bills are going to march down if they get the ball first. I'll go Allen to Diggs, I think. You know what? I should have said safety just to throw it out there because we had a wild pick last year and almost came true in an opening game tie. So, but why don't we talk about that? I mean, we'll hit a little bit more on it next week, but what do you guys see in that first game, Buffalo versus the Rams, Chris?
I think to start out, you're going to see a lot of. I wouldn't say the first quarter, but maybe the first possession on each side, you're going to see a punt. I think they're going to try to feel each other out, see what each team's going to do. And I think you're going to see a high scoring game throughout. I think LA is going to take the first set of points, and then it's going to go back and forth. But I think LA is going to be a little distracted.
All right, Tim, how about you? What do you think of that first game? Again, we'll touch on it again in our next week's show or something. So,
I think this is the game I projected that the Rams are going to win. But I think it's one of those. I think it's going to be a back and forth game. I think it's going to end up being who's going to. I think that's going to be one of those. Whoever has the ball last is going to make the difference. I don't know. It all depends on what defenses show up that day, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Los Angeles is going to just get down the field, score right away. It's going to be a heavyweight fight. I think week 1 is going to be. I think that game is going to be a heavyweight fight. I think, like Crispy said, I think it's going to be a feeling out process, and then all of a sudden the second half happens, and you're going to start seeing knockout punches. You're going to see everything get thrown at the kitchen sink at that. I think it's going to be a good game. I think they've got a great week 1.
yeah, this one, what we're doing, our pick 'em. This was a game I kind of flip back and forth on because one is a Thursday game, and I think every Thursday game I pick the home team to win, except for like Thanksgiving, just because of the short week. But they almost got 2 weeks to prepare. Yeah, I think this is going to be. I think this is going to set the momentum for the whole season. This game is going to be huge, especially coming off last year's playoff run for the Rams. Last year's playoffs were amazing. It had some great games. Yeah, I think this is going to be a heavyweight fight. I think it's going to be the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, penalty-wise and turnovers, I think is going to take it. But right now I'll say the Rams. But they got Buffalo minus 2.5 on this one, so according to ESPN. So outside of our favorite teams, what other game are we looking forward to week 1, Tim? I think did Tim Freeze get on us?
I'm
What about
looking
Chris?
forward to
Oh,
actually the game one I would really like to see, even though it's going to be on at about the same time. I think I don't know. I think that Philadelphia Detroit game looks like it could be a good game.
yeah. Right now they got Philly.
You got that new defense in Detroit. I think.
Yeah.
Can they be the first winning team in Hard Knocks history, though?
Yeah. Chris, how about you? What game do you want to see outside of your Cowboys?
I think majority of fans that are not rooting for either those teams or their own team, I think they're gonna look at Cleveland Browns, you know, playing against Carolina.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna be a big week game for them. For me, whew, yeah, the Browns Panther game would be a good one. Um, I'll just look at the schedule here. I think honestly, just because we don't know what's going to happen or how they're going to look, I think the late game. I think Cowboys Buccaneers will be a game I'm going to watch
Yeah.
just to
Oh,
kind of see what the Bucks are going to look like, kind of see what Dallas is going to look like, and if the defense is going to be tough for Dallas. But
well, both offenses are hurting. They both have
yep,
offensive line
exactly.
issues.
They piled up a lot of injuries this past preseason. So
Yeah.
that's another thing that's been brought up too with all the injuries. I know it used to be 4 games. Now they went to 3 the last couple of years. Tim, I mean, you probably out of all 3 of us probably played the most football that I know. And um, what do you think of the preseason? Do you think the NFL should just do these joint practices and just, I mean, I know the preseason's for the fans. The coaches know who's going to make the teams during the practices, but what do you think?
Right. I think I cringed when I see this last game because part where every team under the sun are starting their starters for a half, and you kind of don't want to him get hurt. Granted, it's nice to have that bye week before the regular season starts.
Mhm.
It's difficult to say. You kind of shortchange your thirds and fourth stringers, your rookies, all your guys that play later in the that are trying to make a spot. Makes it difficult. Um, I think 3 games are fine. I think 3 games is the max. If you go 2 games, it's not that bad of an idea. It I think it's a to me personally, I think it's a bad idea to just do scrimmages.
Okay.
Um, I think you need the game. You need the game fire like you get during a preseason game instead of just scrimmages. So that's just my feeling.
All right, Chris, how about you?
I think you should have like set up the preseason or somewhat preseason schedule 4 weeks. You got 3 weeks to do scrimmages, and then I think the final week of your off season or preseason schedule, whatever you want to call it, have a preseason game.
So you say one preseason game?
I think so.
Oh, okay, that's a different take. For me, I think two. If you go 2 preseason games, then maybe take a couple weeks off before the week 1 start, just so everybody can get healthy. We all kind of on the same page because I mean this year we've seen a lot of injuries. Yeah, the joint practices are cool and stuff, but scrimmages, you don't want to play too hard, but you want to play hard enough to impress your coaches. I mean, so I'd say 2 at the minimum, with maybe a 2 week in between, just to get healthy before the start of the season. So, with that being said, guys, we're gonna wrap it up a little early. Um, Again, just for all our fans, Coast to Coast is the home for women's professional football, the Oregon Cougars. We want to give a shout out to them. So definitely check out content for them. The voice of the Oregon Cougars will be our very own J-Mac, Jason Barber. We are planning on doing a weekly show with the Cougars once they start rolling. Anybody out in the Oregon area or watching that, women want to play football, just reach out to us and we can try to get you contact information or how you can sign up and stuff. With that being said, Tim, final thoughts and
I as everybody knows, that this past week we lost Len Dawson, one of the
Yep.
Kansas City Chiefs' great quarterbacks. He was important in not only just on the field but also in booth doing his years with inside the NFL. Um, it's a loss. It's going to be heartbreaking. But on a happier note, everybody watches the shows. He's got on great shows. I'll be here once a week, these days a week. Don't be afraid to watch the shows. Don't be afraid to watch OVW, which they come up on Thursdays. Everything on this station is amazing. I recommend it. Watch it all.
All right. Thank you, Tim, for the big shout out there. Chris, how about you?
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
No, thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. Football season's just around the corner. Tonight we do have Between the Ropes getting set up for their next pay-per-view, early pay-per-view next week, but we'll be previewing that.
Yeah, exactly. So, Tuesday, definitely want to check out On Deck. On Deck, Coast to Coast is going to go kind of bananas. We are going to have the Savannah Bananas broadcaster Micah on to talk a little of the banana baseball team. I know they got a documentary coming up, but they just showed ESPN just showed a game, or ESPN2 just showed a game, one of their games. And if you guys haven't seen these guys, check out their clips. They're kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. They come up and one guy will bat in stilts, one guy will bat doing the splits, one guy will come up swinging a flaming bat. Yeah, it's just a weird thing. A fan catches a foul ball, it's an out. It's just crazy. So check us out Tuesday for On Deck when we go bananas. So with that being said, mess around. You were missed today, but I'm Big B, Crispy Bacon, and Tim Hendricks. Join us next week for another edition of Morning Tailgate. Have a good night.